Live from Studio 3B, it's the Pinky and the Brain Show.
The Pinky and the Brain, yeah, Pinky and the Brain. They started up a podcast so Jeremy can complain. They talk about their life, news, sports, and Twitter fights. Brandon's kinky, they're Pinky and the Brain, 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 brain.
Right now, I just need you to get real loose. Get comfortable. Grab your loved ones, or grab your love partner. And if you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me. I wanna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart.
Holy shit. Tucker, what the fuck you got me listening to over here?
I think this is my cousin. His last name is Brown, so we got to be related. He just looks darker than me.
Oh, shit.
It's fine.
Well, hi and hello, podcasters. Here we are. This is your host, Jeremy Brownlee, a.k.a. The Brain. There is no Pinky here today, unfortunately, but we do have, I'm not even going to say a fill-in because that's almost degrading. Tucker, you bad mother. Hush your mouth.
Can I just be like the ring finger? Because
The
if we're
ring
going
finger.
like pinky, then ring finger.
There we go.
Oh, that's
I like
good
thumbs
idea.
in the butt. How about you be the
Butt stuff, yeah.
Yeah, thumb butt stuff.
Yeah, I'm in.
Producer Trav, what's happening?
What? Nothing, man. I'm
We're-
really happy to be here with TMB.
Exactly.
TMB1 and TMB2.
TMB too. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Well, I can't deviate from TMB
Oh, Jesus. Well, all right. So this might be my favorite podcast ever already, and we haven't even really gotten into anything. I am so pumped. It's a football Sunday. It's week 2. The noon set of games just kicked off. We got it in the background. We got beers on the table. We got good people around. What more could you even really ask for at this point? It's just too much.
Minnie Mouse is right beside me.
There you go. Minnie Mouse, that ain't no joke. Yeah. All right, so anything happened to anybody within the last week that they feel like they need to talk about before we just dive into craziness? Travis, anything?
My wife is out of town this weekend.
Your wife.
My wife.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So no children, no wife. So
Have you been
playing a
like
lot of video
doing
games?
anything crazy? Like,
well, actually, it was about 10:30 last night. And I went to sleep, and I was really disappointed with myself. It's like fucking
I'd be running around trying to jerk off in every room I could or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are times when I haven't had my son on a Friday night, and I'm like,
What do you do?
I'm just gonna. Oh shit! This new thing's on HBO. I'm just
Well,
gonna
you
watch
build
this.
it up
Yeah.
to be like this amazing. You're going to do all this stuff, and then you end up actually not doing anything.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic.
Yeah, it's pretty.
We're old.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So what the hell should we get into today? I mean, with Tucker filling in, we need to go back to storytelling time. So
yeah.
let's pick something fun. Talk about that. Now, obviously, the first thing that comes to mind for me, float trips. We drive on down. There's usually some drinking on the way. We pitch a tent, and then Tucker, why don't you take it away?
Oh, where do you even start with this one? Do you guys remember though that we had that sign on the tree that said "Kangaroo Crossing"?
Yes.
Like written on a Bud Light box, it just said "Kangaroo
All
Crossing."
right. For any lamos out there who don't know what a float trip is, what it is camping for drunk adults, basically.
Yes.
You drive down to a place that's by a river. You pitch a tent. They've got like a little store there. They sell things here and there. But then the next morning you wake up, they drive you down river, drop you off, and you like canoe for half a day or so.
Yeah.
Absolute
Well, it's
blast of a
supposed
time.
to be a half a day, but it always takes us about 9 hours.
Okay, this is no joke.
Yeah.
There's so many different weird things that have happened to me on these trips. I mean, one time, there's only 2 people in a canoe, okay?
Yeah.
One time, I lost my canoe and my canoe partner, and I'm just walking down the river. Like, it's like about head level or so. So, like, just my head sticking out of the river, and I'm just walking down it. I got separated. I couldn't for the life of me. I don't even remember how I got back to our campsite. I think it took a lot of walking and or a taxi cab. This was pre-Uber.
Was that the one that we purposely sunk the canoe? But nobody thought about the fact that you probably had to pay for it.
So that's probably, when I say lost, I meant we sunk the canoe.
Yeah, we literally tried to sink it. Yeah.
I wonder who my canoe partner was that
I don't remember if it
particular
was
year.
Yoda, but I feel like Yoda had a part of that. Like,
I kind of do too, because I remember, like, if anybody's ever tipped a canoe before and it fills with water, it'll still float. It's just sort of submerged in water.
Yeah.
So I think we were walking our canoe down the river at some point, and all the beers had gone everywhere because when you tip, your cooler spreads open, and it's like a fucking high school girl on prom night. It's open for everybody at this point. Like,
the thing that sticks out to me on the canoe trip is the time that you tipped over and you said you were stuck underneath the water.
oh, that's not said. I was stuck underneath.
Okay.
There was remember a tree had grown out like sideways.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was a lot of people almost wrecking. And so we flipped, and then I got pinned between, and there's as much rapids as you can have in a river.
It's like
not,
white water.
It's not that much, but dude, like water is wildly powerful. So
It is,
even
okay.
a little mild one is pretty strong. So it pinned me in between the branch and the canoe, and I was fighting, and after
While
about
you're underwater.
yes,
Yeah.
underwater, wasted.
Yeah, drinking doesn't help.
After
because-
about 20 seconds, I would say, I was just like, well, fuck it. This is me. This is how I'm going to die. And I just gave up. So like once I gave up, somebody, I think it was the combination of giving up, my body went limp, and then I sort of
Got at a better angle or
fighting was what was, actually it was detrimental to my cause. When I gave up, I just sort of floated down underneath, and somebody at that point had ripped the canoe off. I don't even remember who walked over there and ripped the canoe off.
it's hard to say.
I popped back up. I'm sure I asked for the beer bong, and on our way, baby.
It's the one time that giving up was okay.
That's right. Oh, I've taken that into the rest of my life. So whenever anything gets tough, I just give up.
Yes. I'll get my head above water,
Well, the kangaroo crossing is an interesting one.
That I don't even know how we came up with that, but it was just
Because we're absurd, especially when we're drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
well, keep in mind, there's 10 of us that went at least.
Jesus Christ, way more than that. There had to at least be 20, at least.
You think it was that many?
Because
count.
it felt like there was at least 10 people in Matt's tent.
Well,
That's just because remember he's puking? Like,
Oh yeah.
he's like making these god awful noises. It's
The
like
most obnoxious-
7 in the
Oh
morning.
no, I was in a tent with him. It was power
Yes.
puking.
Yeah.
Power puking.
It was not
I've never-
anything normal.
Never heard anybody be that elaborate with their puking. It was obnoxiously loud and just
It's like the version of the guy who sneezes on purpose, intentionally hard, like, Achoo! Like, that was what Matt was doing with puking, though.
It was a bless your heart
Right?
moment.
Oh, didn't your tent flood or something after that? Or was that a different time?
That was a different time.
Okay.
I remember that time though. Yes, we did.
Elaborate, please.
You and Matt were in a tent,
Yeah, I don't even know how.
and there was just some heavy rain.
Yeah, it was a heavy rain, and we almost floated away. In my mind, it's probably not that substantial, but in my mind, it was terrible.
Well, a couple of big things that stick out for me on that particular trip. What did Matthew do did he fall out of a tree? I know it involved rolling down a hill.
Oh, when he broke his
We call him Tearbone for this reason. 'Cause,
yeah. He slipped somehow. I don't remember the exact.
So this is okay, if you can imagine a river, but on the other side, it's like a pretty steep fucking hill going up. What the fuck he was doing trying to climb this hill? There's nothing. It's not like he was trying to make it to the promised land. There wasn't a 7-Eleven on the other side with burritos or something. He was just climbing this hill for no good particular reason.
Yes, that's what it was. He wanted to climb that big hill. I remember that. and
you
then
got what
fell.
you wished
Yeah.
for, idiot.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to.
He went rolling down this hill like Chris Farley in Black Sheep.
Oh, that's a perfect example. Yeah.
And there was, I believe, some tears involved.
He was hurt. Just give the guy
Busted his tailbone pretty bad, so we were calling him Tearbone the rest of the fucking trip.
Oh, I remember though. It was like black and blue. His
Yes.
shit was as black
He
as
woke
that bomb.
up the next day and he was like, another Chris Farley reference, but you know in Tommy Boy when he's like, it hurts right here, not so much here or here, and he's got that enormous bruise across his face. Like that's Matt, but with his back, and it took up the whole thing. He's like, dude, is there something on my back?
Yeah, is it
He
okay?
lifts it up. Oh my god.
Yeah, everybody just had that oh shit look at each other moment. Like, no man, that looks it's okay.
You're fine.
Yeah.
So Tearbone, that was a great one. So there are just a fuck ton of people that go to these campsites. All right, so like it's an enormous party for the most part. So one of the nights we ventured off to go, find other people. Right?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
and there's always what's crazy about it is a lot of people from Johnson County go there, so we like start running into people we know, that sort of thing. But like now Matt's wasted, right? So he's like,
oh, everybody was just gone.
like and Matt's the type like he couldn't fight his way out of a wet paper sack, but he likes to go around starting shit, like. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, he hates us already,
dude. And so he's like walking around like starting shit with people, and I'm hammered. And you know me, I'm the fun guy of the group. I party with everyone and I have a great time. I'm not really the type to go around like...
But you're threatening when you're drunk.
That can happen, but not usually. So he's like running around talking shit because he knows damn well he's got friends that'll back him out of this thing.
And at least he thinks that.
In theory.
Yeah.
Well, there's been times in Austin where I actually was like, I can't wait till he says the wrong thing to somebody and I'm just going to stand here and watch, which has happened. Now, he's the most fortunate fuck of all time because as many times as I've waited, nobody's just hauled off and punched him, but he's walking around telling people, you don't disrespect my name.
Yeah.
And he's one of these guys that name is important too.
Yeah.
Like, he's like a carryover from like the 1700s, like, good day, sir. My name is Cunningham.
Well, and we're like in the middle of like Nottingham Forest, and all you see is just random campfires. You never know who's where until you're right up on
That's
everybody.
absolutely correct.
Yeah. But how many you walk like what? 100 feet, you run into a campsite, 100 feet, run into another one, and it's just loud noises.
Yeah, basically you pick out who you want to go hang out with by who sounds like they're having the most fun.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can't see shit.
Yeah. It's like Arrowhead, but you put it in the dark, and that would be...
That's a perfect...
Yeah.
It's a perfect way to say that.
And then throw in canoes.
So whose fall was more stupid? Joe's jumping off the tree or Matt climbing up the hill? Because I remember when Joe got in that tree.
Okay, so this is like a tree. Okay, so it's a tree right next to the river, and it's got a huge branch that goes over the river. Right. So people were like, climbing up and jumping off of it, or that was supposed to be the idea.
Right. Yeah. Well, and he's standing there, and he said he's about to jump, and we're like, well, Joe, don't do it. It's like a foot deep, and you're like 10 feet up.
And he's my canoe partner on this particular trip. Yes.
Yeah.
So he's like doesn't like go on the edge of the limb where it's farther onto the river. He just like climbs up and jumps off basically
into a foot of water, probably less than that.
Yeah,
breaks his ankle. Did he break it? What?
Well, okay, so he fucked it up. That much I do know.
Yeah.
And then when it was time for us to like push off on the canoe again, and then he wasn't helping paddle, I'm like, quit faking an injury because you don't want to help me paddle, you son of a bitch. Well, I'm giving him shit the whole rest of the way, like. And we still had a couple hours worth of going until we got back to the campsite. And he's just like not helping at all. And now I'm getting more and more mad. Like, well, we get back. He's like, will somebody please take me to the hospital? And I'm just like, Joe, give it a fucking rest already. Nobody believes you. Well, I think he finally got somebody to take him. And sure enough, broken.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So that was a worse... That injury he sustained was quite a bit worse than Matt's, probably. Or did he actually break his tailbone, Matt?
I don't know.
Tearbone.
It's the
I
tearbone.
feel like if he'd broken it, we would have heard about it about 7,000 times.
Yeah, it'd still be a reoccurring injury anytime that he doesn't want to do something.
Speaking of back injuries with Matt, do you remember like San Antonio? Didn't something similar happen and the cops threw him on the ground?
Oh, I didn't go in that one, but I remember that.
So
I wasn't there.
This fucking guy.
I'm smarter
than
that.
All right, so after the whole trip's up, like the worst part of float trips is the morning you wake up that you have to leave. Because now it's like everyone feels like a bag of hammered assholes.
Yes.
You're hungover, you're dehydrated, you're hungry because you really spent a whole weekend
just boozing it up. Your body hurts.
And so I wake up, I'm always the first one awake. I step outside my tent, and it just looks like fucking Fallujah out here.
If you could shoot beer cans at each other, that's
God
what it was.
damn it. Somebody put a credit card on this reservation, so if we don't clean this up, somebody's going to really get fucked. So we could like all start cleaning. Next thing I hear is Matt out of the tent, like puking again. Like, and so like we're all up, we're cleaning, and Matt still isn't out of the tent, right? We get up. We're all packed up at this point. Like an hour at least goes by.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, we're out of here. I think at this point, Tucker, you come out of the tent.
Yeah, because I've been up all night with power puker. So there was no sleep. Like I just, which is normal, you know. So you
Par
have
for the course.
2 days, no sleep, just nothing but booze in your system. You're hating life, and what is it? What's the drive down there? It's
a good about 3 hours, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Which seems like forever.
And on the way home, all you want to do is be back. But like half the group wants to stop for breakfast, the other half doesn't. Like so, we always end up stopping and whatnot. But like, so we get up. We're like, we're out of here, guys. You need anything?
Yeah, no, and we're good. We're happy. We're like, no, you guys are good. Everything's cleaned up. I'm excited. Like I don't have to do shit. The fire's out. That's all I cared about.
Oh, we had a name for our little. What the hell was that? Remember?
Was it Wanna? It wasn't Wanna, but it was Lumpa Lumpa.
Want to bang you? I don't remember.
Willie Lump Lump.
Oh, Camp Willie Lump Lump.
Oh,
Yeah.
Camp Willie Lump Lump. God damn it! Why don't we do cool
It was
shit like this
Camp
anymore?
Willie Lump Lump, and then everybody else would be like, what? Yeah.
So
Speaking of, go ahead.
we bounce. We get, I don't know, probably about 30 minutes away, and then what do we hear?
We had to call you guys.
Yep, probably Matt was playing music or something.
We were playing
stupid.
music all night long out of the truck, and because that was a great idea. And so we kept everybody in the campsite awake. And when we go to start the truck, the fucking battery is dead.
Dunzo.
Nobody wants to help the assholes who kept the entire campground up all night, being drunk, wasted, playing music, yelling.
There's that, and then there's the fact that by this time, not just us, but a lot of people had left. Like,
oh yeah, there wasn't anybody. Like there was people that were leaving. They were just laughing at us, like, yeah, these poor fucks.
especially Matt, because remember, he spent the previous night walking around trying to start a fight.
Yeah, fell into your tent.
That is true. I forgot about
he
that.
fell into your tent.
Oh, sweet fucking Jesus!
That was
this
awesome.
guy.
I feel like somebody fell into the fire. I feel like you fell into the fire that night too.
It seems like something I would do.
Yeah, like
for sure.
Seems like something I would do.
I think I tried to go jump it and somebody stopped me, and then you just took off, and then like you were messing around, but you actually fell into it, and we were all worried because we had big.
It's okay.
fire.
I spit hot fire, so I'm used to it.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys get a voicemail like this?
A picture of my balls all up in your chin, bitch.
Hi, Tucker.
Whoa! Wait! Play that again.
You got this voicemail?
Yeah, I got this voicemail. All right, here we go.
A picture of my balls all up in your chin, bitch.
Hi, Tucker.
That's Travis.
Oh, hi, Travis.
A very disappointed Jen.
Are we sure that's Jen?
Either that or it's Ian's girlfriend.
That doesn't sound
wonder if
like
it was Sierra.
Jen's not into this sort of.
No. Jen would. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it sounds like
That's
her,
no.
but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's Ian's girlfriend.
Yeah, I think that's Ian's girlfriend.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
I've
because
never met her. So.
I've met her. I've been down there partying with him. That's a shit show within itself.
That's a whole different pod segment.
You guys
Live.
didn't get one of
Who
those
knows?
last weekend?
No, I
You
did.
probably didn't even listen to the voicemail if he left one.
Yep. So
Yeah, no, he knows
Well, this
better.
seems like a good place to wrap it on up.
Yeah. Before it gets too.
Travis, hit us with some play out music.
Do you have something Spanish?
Spaniards?
Yo quiero Taco Bell. Let's see if I can translate this.
Okay.
Some ghetto boys into Spanish. There's not a chance in hell I'll be able to do this, by the way.
But
Back up in your ass with the resurrection. See, I'm already toast.
yeah, you got nothing.
No,
You got
no, this
culo.
is too hard. Ayúdame, papi. Yo no sé. los muchachos ahí que pueden hacer un traductor para mí, hacerlo y enviarlo a la Pinky in the Brain Facebook page.
Yes, Travis and I look at each other like, okay.
Alrighty.
First time having herpes ever comes in handy.
Perfect. All right, right now we are joined by one of my very bestest, worstest friends, Mr. Matthew. What do you need me to call you something different, or are you good to go? Are you going to be a pussy like the rest of our friends?
We just call him Esquire.
I mean, like an alias is probably like would be the best idea.
We're not gonna attach this to your resume or anything. This isn't like required listening for future employment.
He's gonna run for Congress, guys.
Oh no, no, everybody's gonna follow me anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, let's get this shit rolling. First things first. I need you to remind me of this. You guys stopped in Wichita at some point. You and Tucker.
We didn't stop in Wichita. I purposely went to Wichita.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
I had to turn myself in. Just
oh, that's
Kansas
right.
County.
Yeah.
This is at midweek. This point in my life.
Yeah. This is like a Tuesday. Matt's like, can you?
And it's not a financial thing because I tried paying an attorney to just handle the shit, and nope, they don't do that.
This is how these small towns like make their revenue.
Oh, it was terrible. Yeah, I felt bad.
It's awful.
Yeah.
All right, so what was the name of this place? Give you and Tucker kind of take it away. Give us the story.
Well, he wants to go into. You remember when we went down to like Old Town or whatever, and like search all over the place for a bar on a Tuesday night in Wichita, and we end up.
So
it set the story. Like you fly.
So
in.
I mean, so you know, if I can't turn myself, if I can't do something over the phone, okay, and I got to turn myself in, I mean, here's how not financial of a situation it is. Like, I mean, so I just go ahead and get a ticket and fly into Wichita, beg Tucker to come pick me up and drive me an hour and a half away from there.
Stop right there.
Go turn myself in.
You can fly into Wichita? That's a thing?
Yeah, it's
via somewhere else.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Puddle jumper.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, this is a room at the Hyatt, which is, I mean, the Wichita doesn't have a whole lot to offer as far as nice hotels.
The Hyatt Wichita, where all the Kennedys probably stayed.
Right. But I mean, whatever.
We're
it is what
senators.
it is. It is what it is. I mean, I've done Wichita a few times, left it burning, but so we do this. He picks me up. You know, I Uber there, picks me up, blah 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 blah, and naturally, you know, I have to be at a court date at like 9 a.m, an hour away.
That's never fun coming from out of town. I've had to do that.
No,
a couple
so
times.
what you for sure don't do is go screaming sober and go to bed early the night before.
Nope.
You go out.
Yep. Damn right.
As long as you can, which isn't really that long in Wichita, but whatever.
Yep.
On a Tuesday.
Yep. You got to find that horse. Get on it.
Yep. That's right. So we go to I don't know if it was a Monday night or a Tuesday night, whatever fucking night it was. The town was completely shut the fuck down. Like no bars
every
were open.
night.
No, but yeah, like nothing.
And we're like asking bartender or barmaids and shit. You know, hey yo, what's popping tonight, man? Like where do we go? There's nothing. It's like it's Tuesday or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like we're fucking morons. Like, duh, the bars are closed. It's Tuesday.
Yeah. People are like, don't you have to be at work tomorrow?
Well,
like,
what
whatever.
a weird contradiction then, because what a weird place to have this inhalable alcohol or whatever the hell it is. Because that's really where I'm wanting to drive you with this, because I'm dying to hear about this again.
So yeah, so lo and behold, I've like both places open or whatever, we stumble across fucking vodka whippets or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what they are. But anyway, yes. I'm reading, we're sitting at the bar, we order a beer, and I'm looking at this machine, you know, kind of looks like, I don't know, it looks like a cross between like
I'm picturing one of those Jaeger machines that has
like a Jaeger
like
machine.
the upside down
There's
Jaeger
only
bottle.
bartenders here. Where's the fucking barista at? You know what I mean? Like I'm like looking at this machine and like, what the fuck is this? And there's like a bottle like on the top, turned upside down. It looks kind of like, you know, one of these like Jaeger shot machines or something, but way more sophisticated. Way.
Yeah, it looked way fancy for Wichita.
So I inquire. I mean, hey,
Naturally.
what's up with that machine? You know, what's that do? And she said, "Oh yeah, that's it's the whatever. I forget what it was called. You remember? Tucker?
I don't remember either. I just know it was ridiculous.
So yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was a snappy fucking name. You know what I mean? But what happens is basically this thing turns alcohol into a gas, and the gas goes in a balloon, and you inhale the alcohol.
Awesome. Yeah, you get a balloon shot, is what it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, how do they like? Okay,
I'm like, yeah,
a shot
like,
is a shot. We get that, but like, what do they do? Like, I'll give you a $3.50 balloon worth,
Yeah,
or I'll take a double.
I think it was $5 for two or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like they just.
I'm sure it's probably a lucrative venture on their part. And like I think they had to get like this machine like used from Las Vegas or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
it was from Las Vegas. They'd seen it.
You don't buy it at the local restaurant supply.
I'm now wildly depressed that they're selling used versions of this, and I've never heard about it. Like,
yeah, well,
right.
we're equally as amazed because we're in fucking Wichita.
So,
and
yeah,
finding out about this.
Pretty wild. I mean, it was interesting. I mean, naturally, like when I'm going out, I can't really pinpoint exactly what did it to me, but this helped, I'm sure. I mean, you know what I mean? It was right up there, you know, and we might have washed it. We might have washed down like our puff of alcohol with a fucking shot or something too. So.
Oh, it was enough that we walked out an emergency only door and went off one of those beeping things where it's just like, and we look at each other. Yeah, that was there.
That's happened to me a few times.
Every door Matt goes through should be an emergency only door.
Like he pushes it open and just starts
like starting with his mom's vagina. Like
alarms shall sound.
That fucking door went off. And we both just looked at each other like, okay, fuck it, and just like shrugged our shoulders, just like walked out like it was no big deal.
Chances are it probably said emergency exit only.
Oh, I guarantee you that like had a giant red bar on it.
Now, it's probably not. It's probably, sometimes I play like I don't notice shit, but a lot of times I do shit just for effect in the story as well.
No,
no, never.
Now all I can picture is Matt's mom in a emergency exits only T-shirt giving birth, and fire alarms going off the minute he slides out the vagina.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm done now. All right, so you guys did the thing. There's good pictures of this. You've shown me good pictures.
Yeah, no, we got the pictures.
Actually, I think
there's
video.
Yeah, we've got a video of it. I mean,
we'll try to find that and post it on the Facebook.
I mean, it was special. I mean, yes.
It'll make you special. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah.
It was video worthy.
So did it taste like vodka or whatever you saw?
Wait, I think we did Crown, didn't we? That was like Crown Apple.
It was Crown,
very special.
I don't really think so. I don't fucking know. But it made you feel funny.
Yeah, it did. It was like, what the fuck? I mean, like we looked at each other and the girl was like, you know, do it. It'll fuck you up for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like I mean, like it kind of had like the. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I didn't puff give or something, but like it had like the effect of like that little like I don't know, kind of like the tequila shot, little like, you know, the back of your throat. It's like no, don't do it.
Sort of gives you the shivers.
Yeah.
Well, it worked well enough that we drove down that one-way street the wrong way for like 6 blocks.
It's what I imagine, it's what I imagine like giving a blowjob feels like. But Stein, how is that?
Oh, he's not here.
Brandon's not here, unfortunately, but I feel like you probably went down the wrong way all the way back to Austin.
We did. Did you remember that though? Like looking up, and I'm like, "Oh fuck, Matt, we're on a one-way street going the wrong way."
My life feels like I'm going down the wrong way of a one-way.
I feel like we broke. I think
you're all bad. You're all bad.
Yeah, we broke like 3 laws all within like 5 minutes. It was great.
So you broke more laws when you were down there.
To go to court.
To go to
court,
and you
yeah.
did the
Yep.
actual reason you were there.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, yo, hang on now. It was a different county.
That's true. It doesn't count. Right?
Well, Matthew, is there anything else you'd like to say? I feel like I should take advantage of having you on here right now. Give me something good.
Man, I don't know, dude.
I'm not doing this right now.
There's so much.
But I want to know, like, because us hitting those balloons was kind of like vaping, but we didn't get the giant cloud of smoke.
So it was like a vape and a whippet mixed. Almost.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And there was talk about whippets before we did this earlier.
Ooh.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Probably had it for me. I just can't get the shit here.
We discussed Amazon, Mike. Wait, no, Amazon does carry it, right?
Yeah, we can definitely order some whip.
Right
all right,
now.
so when is the next time that we should take a trip down to Austin with like the whole group? Like, I mean, not the whole group, but like at least a couple of us.
Yes.
What I'm hearing right now.
I don't know. Any time. It's always good.
That's not what she said.
Actually, last time I was there, Matt and I took a 12-mile venture on those motorized scooters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you guys rolling your eyes. It was fucking
No, I'm not rolling
fantastic.
my eyes. I'm sitting here like thinking about the last time I was there. Matt, you remember
Yeah,
we went to
I
the?
knew it.
You remember we went to the that racetrack?
Yeah. We went to the MotoGP.
There you go. And you remember that bitch that like was missing part of her leg?
Oh, Jesus.
And then like we were not so suddenly talking shit about her, and like I think everyone knew. I was like, I was calling this bitch Mr. Ed or some shit.
It was certainly awkward.
That it was. That it was.
You know, it's just one of those things, like, you know, bless her heart, you know, but I mean, like, there ought to be maybe like a hint, a prep, you know what I mean, like to these moments of life like that, because
You want her to wear a sign around her neck that says, I don't have part of my leg?
Well, it'd make me feel a hell of a lot better. Like, dude, when she was just standing there, the reason I was calling her Mr. Ed is because it looked like a horse with its leg bent. Like, it went down to her shin, and about halfway through her shin, it just took a hard turn, like, backwards, right?
yeah, and I mean, mind you, I think this is prior to us having the whole story, the knowledge, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, it turns out, like she's like the best sport in the world about it. Like I mean, like I guess she does jokes with it and shit. You know what I mean? Like so, which is awesome. You know what I mean? To have that sense of humor, I guess. So, but back to the scooters.
I love the scooters. That was amazing. I'm not gonna lie.
How could you scooter around all the homeless people?
No shit, man. It's so bad now. They did away with all panhandling laws. Like, I mean, and they allow them to camp anywhere. Like,
So it sounds to me
like they're just.
It sounds to me like Austin
all
is.
over.
It sounds to me like Austin is taking the California route rather than crack down on it. They're encouraging it.
Well, they're not giving out free methadone yet, but yeah, close. I mean,
Fingers crossed.
By the way, 200 whippets I can get by Tuesday on Amazon for $67.
They don't have same day delivery. Horse shit.
Yeah. Well, actually, here's one by Tuesday, and then like that sweet cracker you were talking about, 36.
That sweet cracker, dude. Now I want a shirt that says sweet cracker.
Yeah, no, because like this was an actual conversation. Jeremy's like, don't get that, whatever one. You got to get the one that looks like, what'd you say, a puff
It looks,
pastry
dude.
deal?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Matt? The cracker that's like pastry shit, like delis and shit use, or
The one that
bakeries
we
or
bought
whatever.
one night. We bought one.
Yeah, I actually.
You used to have one, I think.
But I recall having a. Sorry, we had a Bluetooth situation. Anyway, I don't know if you heard me, but yeah.
No, we sure didn't.
You said cracker, and so I was thinking about it, and I recalled having like a shirt that something along the lines of that, but I think it just said honky.
Hey,
there's probably a picture.
So speaking of whippets, do you remember that time that you were stationed in maybe Virginia Beach? And
yes.
I came in, I think it was when I came to help you move. And then we went and spent that night rolling on a beach someplace. You remember the time I'm talking about?
Outer Banks of North Carolina.
There you go.
Fantastic beaches.
Well, that particular trip was the first time I ever had the awesome experience of doing, we loaded up the beer bong, loaded up the whippet into a balloon. I did, 2 beers in the beer bong. So I did half the beer bong, whippet, other half a beer bong, and then I don't know what happened after
exactly. which is really like, it's no different than you having a Bud Light and a Miller Light, then I don't know, because the same shit happens. You just passed out there. I mean,
how fucking dare you?
Slice of pie and a fucking Bud Light.
I'm not so sure I had this passing out problem back then.
Yeah, I have a picture of you passed out with the beer bong in your hand. So,
but I wasn't passed out. That was whippet, like amnesia or something.
Are beer bongs still a thing? Like, do kids know about beer bongs at this time?
Do you know? That's a great question. And if they don't, shame on them. They're too big of pussies, dude. Yeah. Like, can you fucking imagine if we had to go to war today? Yeah. You just wipe America off the fucking face of the planet, because if we had to go to war today, these dudes these days are such soft fucking pussies. Like, I can't fucking stand them.
I don't think kids are as bad as we were when we were
soft. I didn't say bad. Yeah. They're soft as fuck. Both.
Yeah.
Oh, they're definitely way softer. Yeah. That I'm 100% sure.
Yeah, it hurts the feelings.
Oh yeah. This is so soft.
Where are you going? You keep getting on and off Bluetooth and in and out of cars?
Oh, you know.
No, I don't.
He's just driving around Austin.
I know what's going on here. Matt just got out and had a cigarette while he was talking to us just to get through this.
Oh, you're fucking right.
He just got back in his car.
You're right.
Because he's responsible. He's a fucking adult, you know.
AKA doesn't want to get yelled at by Jen.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Are you going to have the Chiefs game on down there?
Fucking right.
Via a package, or they're just showing it?
I have DirecTV. I mean, I have fucking Sunday ticket. I mean,
oh, okay. Give us your login.
I'm an adult. I'm an adult. What the fuck?
Oh,
give us your login.
Yeah,
I'm not an adult.
There's technical.
I sent it to you last night.
No, you didn't. Did you?
Oh,
no, but we do need to talk. Because I got a tunnel coming up, I'm going to have to go in. I might lose you. So,
yeah, the mountains down there are terrible.
We do need to talk about that text I sent you and the guy, suburb ass council person, fucking from here.
Oh yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Okay,
that was interesting.
Let me just read this here.
Oh, you're watching Yellowstone too? I like that, Jeremy.
No, that's Matt's thing.
Oh, you're watching what? I'm just
I told him about it last night, dude. That shit is fantastic.
Oh, Yellowstone's like the best. Yeah. Have you finished the second season?
I'm done with season 2 though. But,
I got 3 episodes left. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to know what Rip did because I'm sure it's awesome.
So here it is. Mind you, people elected this guy into
here we fucking
his
go.
Little suburb office. It says, not only I'm watch over Cedar Park during the day, but I'm watch in the wee hours of the morning. My prayers and intercession against the witches and Satan worshippers begins at 3 a.m. on this full moon of Friday the 13th. The power that is the shed blood of Jesus Christ trumps your soul still in sorcery. What you ask against others will be directed back at you in Jesus' name.
Yeah,
228 comments, 66 shares. None of them saying amen.
Yeah, my prayers and intercession against the witches and
What the fuck
Satan
is
worshippers begins at 3 a.m. on this full moon. of
Somebody
Friday
needs
the
to get
13th.
Pete O'Rourke off the fucking campaign trail.
How about this? I'm actually gonna reuse this. Soul stealing sorcery.
Yes, that's a.
Damn it. I never knew what to put in my Pinterest profile, but now I obtained souls. What did you say it was?
Soul stealing sorcery.
You know what? Name your Etsy store.
That's going right up in my fucking profile, baby.
Ass.
I'm going to get all the dudes now.
Yeah. Grinder is going to blow you up.
I mean, my dick's going to be grinded to a fucking snortable powder that Matt will then do.
It's Tim
my
Kelly
God.
at what is this? Tim Kelly Forced at AR Park. Tim Kelly Forced AR Park. Yeah, it's what the fuck. Why are you friends with this guy to begin with? Is what I want to know.
No. I got that from one of the shares, brother.
Oh,
Come on.
okay. All right.
Well, I think this call was all worth it just for that thing you just read off because I was about to piss myself over here laughing. Yep. That was great.
And like you said, I mean, you've always wanted to describe yourself in 3 words. There you go.
Soul. I think I might change it. Soul crushing sorcery.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Let's see who can out creep each other.
All right.
All right.
Dropping the mic.
Yep. That's so perfectly Matt. So perfectly Matt, is it not?
What a jerk.
What's his tagline? Like, when was the last? I'm having more fun than you. And then when was the last time you heard like the sound of a phone hanging up or whatever? You just bam.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Pinky and the Brain Show. For more info, check out pinkyandthebrainshow.com.